Tape marker, Palmer review, action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan 680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. This is our review of Palmer, ladies and gentlemen. Palmer tells the story of an ex-convict who actually strikes up a random friendship along the way with a boy from an abandoned home. Let's get right to it, guys. On Apple TV, January 29th. It's coming at you, guys. Hope you're ready for this. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan 680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie talk for movie fans, guys, to bring the movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Palmer tells a story of an ex-convict, and it comes out on Apple TV, guys, January 29th. Angela, let's talk about this movie. I mean, right off the bat, you go into this this world of just pure, just really focuses on Justin Timberlake's acting here, and we see this so much far along. Of course, not just Justin Timberlake, but the little boy as well. His name's Ryder Allen, and here's the thing, man, it focuses so well on them. It's astonishing. It really is to see a little boy like that just to do the different emotions that he had to do in this aspect and the way the circumstances were in this movie. I really enjoyed this very well. Justin Timberlake's acting sequences on here is just phenomenal. There's a very touching, emotional scene here, guys. You know what? Because we're not gonna mention any spoilers here. There's a very touching scene, very emotional, very just sensitive scene that I really did love. Justin Timberlake in that particular scene, it was just spot on, emotional right there, and I loved every bit of it. I mean, yeah, this little boy, I know, Angela, you were a huge fan of Ryder Allen.
He was so cute.
Right?
He was so
really
cute.
Was.
I mean, it's definitely the boy. He's just so adorable. I mean, he's definitely special, different. Doesn't fit in with the other kids around his age. Mm-hmm. And it's not only the circumstances of that. He does get, bullied and stuff because he's different, but also the circumstances of his home. Yes. And, and how Justin Timberlake's character, Palmer, gets to know him and you say befriend him. And it's just, overall, it's really a heartbreaking situation because, this really happens in real life.
Yes, the circumstances.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it does. Way more than we're led to, way more that's what's reported on.
I really like how we get to see the story unfold. I agree with you. Yes. I absolutely love Justin Timberlake's acting and character.
I didn't know he could reach this part.
I had faith. I love him. He's great.
Sensitivity and just play that stare look. Because, let's be honest. He's just, personality-wise, it's just he's not that kind of person that he's acting. Of course, it's called acting, right? Yeah, of course. But it's just like, dude, he does it so very well. It's where, you don't believe his real personality, his real life. It's just totally off.
It was
off the
so
chain.
Great how he kind of nailed the hardened. Yeah. He's been in prison for several years. Yes. He's just coming out. We get a little bit of information of why he went to prison. Yeah. And just to see him come back and act out how you would think a convict would try to get back on their feet and do things. It's really great to see that. And not only that, but to see him soften and show so much emotions as he's connecting with this boy. It's really great.
It shows so much light into where, situations like that happen where you're just trying to find a job and all that, and obviously we see that coming back into the world as an ex-convict, just trying to live your life. There's certain things that are kind of funny in this movie. You do hit and they're not even cheesy comedy in here. It's
definitely not cheesy.
It's a very casual comedy. I love it. It goes well. It blends so much good in this movie, guys, that I just enjoyed it all, which is very, 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 very not does not happen for me. I really didn't know how much faith to really put it in. All I know is I saw Justin Timberlake's name was on this.
And Face.
Of course. Face. Yeah, Face. And I didn't have enough confidence in him, I guess, per se. Even though I have seen him in quite a bit of movies, I just felt like it wasn't...
Bad Teacher.
Yeah. Bad Teacher. In Time was another good one that I really did enjoy him in. Yeah. Palmer, it really changed the way I look at Justin Timberlake now. It's crazy, man. And yeah, I loved it. I loved how it was, a small town feel. So that's another thing too that I did love about this movie. Was the small town movies. I do love I do love movies like that. And I know they show a lot of stuff that's so realistic to where like you go to church on Sunday, there's only one church in town. You go or like,
everyone knows everybody.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody. Once you know something about that one person, everyone starts gossiping about that one person, and then it's just
everyone knows about everything.
Yeah,
and
everyone talks mess about that one particular person. It goes into a scale of just wow, like this is real. This is the truth right here. This is exactly what I'm into. It does have that. That southern vibe, I guess you could say.
Southern.
Yeah,
I think it's
rustic, country, of course, very country, and we see it a lot in this movie, and we see how much of a difference it really is from the city, from city movies that we are used to. So I'm gonna say as well, ladies and gentlemen, is that I really did love Alicia Wainwright, if I'm saying that right.
Alicia Wainwright.
Yeah, Alicia Wainwright. I loved her character in here. It just showed so much of really how we should really appreciate teachers. Yes,
teachers are super underappreciated. Yeah. They are the rock, in our society because they are responsible for teaching the youth of tomorrow, the newer generations, the generations to come. So hats off. She is, and, we see a little bit about her teaching style and how she connects with her class, elementary. Mm-hmm. And she's just an awesome educator. I loved her character. She was so kind and compassionate. She also, looks after the boy, the main character in this film. So I really loved her. She was great too.
Yeah, she was his teacher. Yeah, so it was really good. Again, everything. So the chemistry between Justin Timberlake and Ryder Allen, I felt like it was so genuine. It was so real, and to a sense to where you really get lost. I mean, not bad in a bad way, ladies and gentlemen, but you get really sucked into, I guess that's a better word, sucked into this movie to where like, wow, you want to know what happens. You care about these characters. You care about the kid. You care about Justin. You want Justin Timberlake to make it out there in the real world to help, to bring something good, because that's the fact that everyone thinks he's going to do bad every second of every day. Just like any comic, it's just like, he'll be in prison. He'll be back in prison in about a year.
Yeah, there's definitely a stigma around that, stereotype of, you know.
And it also shows how to be a real, it shows also a different side of it as well, just how the church really gives back and everything when it comes down to it. I'll say that, and practice what you preach, brother. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so let's get into. So there's another thing that I did want to mention, guys, and it's a fun fact that I saw an interview today. And Ryder Allen, the kid, he actually said when he was up for this role, doing the audition, they told him saying, "Hey, you're gonna be acting with Justin Timberlake," and his reaction was, "Who is that?" I was all like, "Oh my!" It was I think it was EW Weekly that interviewed him today, and I was just. And
I think we had the conversation when we were watching that film. We were. I was like, I wonder if people. I think Ryan had made a comment like, maybe they're starstruck to be in a scene with Justin Timberlake. I was like, well, I wonder if there are people in the United States who don't know who Justin Timberlake is. I know he's a little bit older, but he did have some really glory days back, in Sync style, and then he broke out in his own career. He's done movies. He's done a lot, and so I did not know that. He didn't tell me that. So that's so funny.
It's very, very funny. I was just like, what? Of course, after the fact, I'm pretty sure like during, obviously because it takes a few months to film, I'm pretty sure he looked him up and probably heard some of his music and kind of maybe he just looked up a little bit to exactly where he started and all that. So it just, I would just say that was hilarious. That cracked me. I was like, wow, we're that old. I'm just kidding.
We are that old.
Just once again, a very believable situation, a different take. Justin Timberlake does play that serious tone, which I do love. God, it's so good. I love that so much about it. Once again, the film feels so natural. It really does. It feels such a natural aspect of it to where like you're just watching someone else live their life, and it's really good. It's very genuine. I love the story. I'm not gonna lie. I really did love this story. I enjoyed this story so much. with going in with not seeing the trailer, right? Because we didn't see the. Did you see the trailer? Okay, no, I did not see the trailer, nor did I read the synopsis. This is the first that we've never read the synopsis. At least, if we don't see a trailer, we won't. If we don't see a trailer, we usually read the synopsis, but we're just like eating dinner. We're like, okay, let's just watch this film, let's review it, and then. We
really only saw his face on the poster, the cover, and we're like, that is all we got from the film
exactly.
going in. So we're like, well,
the first impression I got of the poster was all like, I like his, I like.
It looks serious.
Yeah, I like his beard. I really did enjoy his beard. That was pretty cool to see. Yeah, because it's like you get an older Justin. Like it's like, I mean, obviously he probably grew it out for the role, but. It's just, you get a lot much older Justin than what he usually is, So okay. I like that about it. It also creates that serious tone because if it was shaved, I kind of felt like it wouldn't be as strong.
I get it.
Yeah, because facial hair, facial expressions, all that matters. And facial expressions for Justin Timberlake were so freaking good, man. Oh my god, his facial, it's like he went above and beyond for this facial expressions, and it's not even just this. Of course, it's not just the talk, the dialogue there, but it's just whenever this one, again, I already mentioned it already, but just facial expressions are just on point.
But even then, you see his character arc and his development throughout. Like at the first, when he first comes out of prison, comes home, he's a little bit more reserved, quiet, just wants to like get things done, kind of like. I don't want to say go like low radar, but kind of go under the radar, low key, because again, small town, the news of his release is buzzing. But you see him progress as the film goes on. You see him open up. You see him change in the way he talks and the way he, his facial expressions, like you said. And I really like that. I really think that's super solid acting to be able to do that a short amount of time.
Yes, 100% for sure, guys. Right now it's currently on Rotten Tomatoes for 68%, which I'm kind of good with that rating. I could see why critics are not gonna like it, and we are actually the opposite. We actually are one of the critics that do like it. We really did enjoy this film. So was this the film that we deserved, Angela?
I absolutely think so. I really like the topic. I know it's not something we usually see films about.
Yes.
And again, the situation, I'm sure it happens a lot everywhere in the United States, which is very sad to hear and see. But I think it's, great that we're learning about it, that these things do happen. I really like the film, how it shows this story, and I really enjoyed it. And I think the acting from everybody, all the main cast and everything, I think it was done very well too.
Yes. For sure. I'm a 100% agree with you there. Yes, this film was definitely, we definitely deserve this movie, guys. I just, especially I'm very surprised typically January movies are not as good. They're just not as good as far as movie releases, but of course with COVID that happened, it changed everything, obviously, especially for the movies. And just, it changed a lot. So it just, for this movie to come out to be, I really did enjoy it. And it's January, like, that's really good. Again, we did see movies that are not so good in January already, but we did enjoy this one. So that was a huge plus right there. And I hope Justin comes out with another film, man. I feel like I'm ready to see more Justin Timberlake. I'm ready to see it. I know he hasn't come out in a movie in a while, I would say,
Yeah, I haven't seen him in anything major recently. So I'm really excited to see he's, still back in the game. And, I think he did very well. He pulled it off. A++ from me. I'm sure from Ryan too. So I'm really excited to see if he continues, breaking out films. I really want to see what his future work is and everything.
Yeah. Besides doing the Trolls World Tour, because he does play the voice of Trolls. So, yeah, there you go. Alrighty, guys. Let's go the ratings, and so we can give this rating. So much positivity here.
I really like it. Again, it was very solid acting from all respects. Justin, Ryder, Alicia, they worked very well together. Great chemistry, at least I thought so.
Yeah.
So I would give this a solid 8. I think this is a really good film. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much. As I thought I would, but it made me cry in the parts that I was supposed to cry, and made me happy.
Definitely, me too.
In other parts, so definitely it was a very well done film.
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna go at 8.5, not a 9. I'm gonna be halfway there, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I just 8.5 again. Just Justin Timberlake carrying that emotional aspect because the film really focuses a lot on him, and we actually get to see his character development, on his beliefs, on his aspect of just the human world, in a sense, to where it gets very deep and into where just
definitely has a lot of topics, bullying, fitting in, Justin Timberlake's situation where he's just coming out of prison, trying to get his life together, and it's definitely things that we may not talk about as much as we should. Yeah. So I think
it definitely brings awareness to that.
Yeah, it definitely brings a little bit of awareness to it.
Into the system, into where the adoption system is, how the adoption system works, or if kids are just abandoned, how they're stuck in the state system, which is very sad. And but it's real life right there, guys. Yeah. Plenty of awareness there. Alamo City Movie Talk does recommend this movie, guys. Be sure to check this out on Apple TV, January 29th, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if I could buy this movie, see, that's the thing about Apple TV. I wish Apple TV would let you buy movies. Why? Because I would buy Greyhound along with this one. But all right.
There are several movies we would buy on Apple TV or shows if we could buy a show.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Not yet.
Dickinson. All right, guys. We have not already. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. You like a review, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. We are signing off here, and have a wonderful day. Get up now.